Oh, nice burp. What a tease this spring weather has been, as it always is in Colorado. I was hoping it would be warm, that spring had sprung in March, but that's just never the reality out here. We were just dancing and stopped. I think we gotta keep dancing.
So, sorry, I can't even imagine what it must be like.
You thought it was me. What sucks is that she got to have that and I didn't. To get close to you, but she dresses me in the morning like I'm a baby.
I feel like you have every right.
No, I don't want her memory. Would you like that?
The solar system went out again. This is the third time it's happened. It happens every time on a snow day. Don't know why it happens. First time it happened was when I was here alone, 8 months pregnant. That was when I got on the roof to clear the panels. Second time it happened was when baby was 3 days old. And now it's not as dire. We've got what we need to fix it, the generator, but it just doesn't make sense why it's happening. Come on, rope. Come on. So long as it's sunny, which it has been, our house stays super warm. So Barron hasn't cut wood in a minute. And so our stockpile is pretty low. He's gonna probably have to go chop some wood today.
I was just thinking, I really want to climb out the window onto the roof today. Or soffits kind of block it to where it's hard to have a ladder up here. And today was like turning out to be pretty shitty, just laying in bed watching Severance together. So thankfully this happened.
Well, you're not going to work in your cubicle like they are in Severance.
Yeah. I would have to sever myself if I want. I got the Pink Pony Club song stuck in my head.
Don't sing it. Baby. Oh my god. Oh, nice. You gotta burp out. Way to go. Oh. Oh. I'm not happy in this carrier this morning. Huh. Not unless we're moving. We gotta be moving and grooving. When we lived in the Scamps, snow days seemed a lot more fun because our systems were so much smaller and we just had less systems. Not that I try to get on here and complain every time there's a storm. We just haven't gotten our systems quite dialed for our house yet. It's a slow process. Systems are much bigger. We've got running water, a lot of electricity. Are we hungry?
So everything's back on. In this like hyper overcast still blizzard, we're still making 1,000 watts of power, which is definitely offsets our use. Yeah. So throughout a whole day, we might use 5 kilowatt hours of power, and we have 26. So we should be able to go, once everything's working right, we should be able to go easy 5 days with no power coming in at all. So it doesn't make sense that it's falling off this quickly. And it only happens during snowstorms, and nothing should has the ability to short. So what I just fixed is it's stupid to say, but on the inverter, I switched the charge level from being shown as a percentage to being shown as a voltage, and then that clicked it back on. It really makes no sense, but that's happened twice now. What I need to do is split all of the batteries apart and charge each bank of 4 individually to 100%. It's just a real pain in the butt to split it apart, and if we don't have great sun, I can't do it. And if the only time it happens is during a snowstorm when I can't do it, so then I kind of forget about it until it becomes a problem again.
Homegirl fits right in. All is right in the world again.
We're back at it.
I'm to watch her for signs of sadness and verbally encourage her to forego further suicide.
These have been the best days ever. We've had so many days of just mostly laying in bed, and that is part of why we can enjoy the newborn phase so much. Technically, she's no longer a newborn at 8 weeks, which is 2 days from now. Cooking up some venison right now. We have a ton of venison because Brad and Lindy brought us, I think, 4 collective deer from the ranch this year. Amazing.
You know I'm mopping with the D-O-double-G.
Whoa, that looks professional.
It's not.
Oh, there's foil stuck. I
Where?
did that.
Gosh.
Sorry.
Trying to give us aluminum poisoning.
Your hair.
Is it super good right here?
Looks like you've been up to a lot of good things today.
It feels like it's really well put together right there.
It probably seems like she hates being in carriers. It just so happens that every time I film, she needs the boob.
My lady.
That was really fast. Thank you. Yum.
It might not, it's a little soft, the crust.
I like soft. Pizza? No. Okay, we just ate some boobs. This is an example of her being a precious angel in the carrier. Oh no. A little stain.
This little light of mine.
Disregard the mess everywhere. This is the Joey something that we got from some off-grid friends. I would not go on a long walk with this unless I wanted to kind of hold her and carry her. But as a quick throw it over me, kind of pull her in it, this thing has been so awesome. It was great to cradle her when she was a little newborn, but also is a little constricting. So now that she's a little bigger, it's much better. And she seems to be really enjoying it. She really likes to lay like this. She's definitely breathing. But this is how she always lays, with her head forward, breathing through her nose. Guess what? Do you want to know about our laundry? I remember so many people saying that we'd have to do at least 1 load of laundry a day. I can see how you'd do that amount of laundry a day, especially if you had more than 1 child. But we've been doing fine with 2 loads a week. I kind of collect things over time in the washer, then start it. And then the laundry doesn't get put away for several days either. A spider. And that just is what it is. I'm so thankful to have a washer and dryer. It's so cool that it washes and dries. 10 out of 10 recommend that thing. It is amazing. Okay. As we start having cloth diapers, we're going to be running the laundry quite a lot. But Barron just installed a meter in our cistern so that we can see how much water we have left at any given moment, which is like a duh. It's one of those things that there's so many other things to do. So we didn't do that for so long, and then finally he did it, and it was really simple and has changed quality of life by tenfold. What you got?
Cookies and cream with extra cookies.
Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others?
We're supposed to pay
Let us
attention.
not forget the tales, the scourges from the ages
What?
from our
Are we
kingdom.
supposed to pay attention?
Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. The sword
Yeah, it's like a
and axe.
movie.
None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
This is really good.
I don't know.
Why do you
Why?
keep laughing at me?
Why do you look like that?
Because I spiked my hair up because it was more comfortable. Odie likes it. I feel like I look like Marv from Home Alone when he gets electrocuted.
She loves to pretend being asleep and then pop her eyes right back open.
I think she's not opening them because of the light.
Sorry, baby. You got it pretty good, girl. This is how she goes to bed for the first part of the night. With Dad. I just took all my vitamins, cleaned the kitchen. I cleaned the kitchen. Now I grabbed my LV milk collector cups and my hand pump, and I go to bed.
Ooh, big jumps. We bought our place in 2021, and then my parents loved it, so they decided to buy a place across the street about a year later. They have more money than they do time because they're both retiring, so they decided to buy a little bit easier of a house to kind of expedite things so they could be here when this little one arrived. Whereas we saved money by building our house ourselves. This little rabbit has never been to their house just yet. So we figured while they're down here this weekend, it'd be fun to take her over there to see it. This is its final resting spot. The skirting, I think we're gonna do this summer, so it doesn't quite look as pretty as it will, but we'll bring you back this summer and show you once that's done. And getting it here was quite the ordeal. Their driveway isn't quite as gnarly as ours, but it's pretty close. So we just talked to the guys after doing a test run in here, and he seems fairly confident and gave it a giggle and said we'll try it. So hopefully it's all good. Excellent.
Perfect. That'll work.
Yeah, I'm fully impressed. Great work, man. Go, go, go. Who's kid? So the trailer itself is a ladder frame steel trailer that is absolutely bomb-proof, super nice trailer.
Right.
And that's like the foundation the whole thing's built on.
Correct.
And it was phenomenally well built because there was no flex in it whatsoever.
No.
Because we balanced it ourselves, and when you would jack up one corner, it wouldn't even like lean.
Wouldn't twist.
It would just jack the whole thing up
Right.
because it
Very
was so rigid.
This was actually pretty much made to order.
So you ordered it, and then 2 months later, it's sitting here.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys wanted to.
Yeah, we wanted kind of to jumpstart
Yeah.
a place out here.
So you guys are effectively done with everything, and we're still doing ours, and you got a 2-year late head start.
It's not exactly designed to be off-grid, but you guys are making
Correct.
it be off-grid.
Yeah. Yeah. This was designed more for being connected to power, on grid.
So they made modifications for you to accommodate the
Right,
off-grid
like the
thing.
gas stovetop.
Yeah.
It was electric, but we had them switch that to gas, propane.
Same with the water heater.
Water heater, exactly. Yeah.
Another big thing was the windows.
Quality of the windows, they're awesome. They're dual pane, so insulation wise, we don't even notice when it's cold. And the closed cell is actually pretty thicker than I anticipated. They advertise R17, but I'd be curious if it's not more.
Yeah, maybe here and there it is.
Right, yeah. There's
And
no,
it stays in like the high 50s in here.
yeah, it's
even when
usually 20
really
degrees
cold out,
warmer in here than it is outside, because of the sun coming in and such.
without running the heater and stuff.
Right.
And the giant window up front was kind of like the big.
It was a big selling point for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it's definitely got plenty of lights, and all the light switches have dimmers on them.
And there's LED bands just everywhere.
Right.
So you can like mute it
Ceiling,
and make
on the
it
floors.
the ambiance you can really mute and make it nice. Or if you need the light, you can crank it. When Elsa and I first checked it out, we thought it would be more tiny house, like squeezed down so it can drive on the road easier and everything.
Right.
But it's way expanded out. It doesn't feel like a hallway. It feels like actual rooms. And then generally, like, layout is something that's hard to nail a lot of times, but I feel like they crushed it with this. And that was one of the reasons you really liked it.
Right, because it's really a studio setup. Bedroom right here, and then living room, dining room area. And the bathroom's kind of secluded off to
And
the
I
end.
like that the bathroom feels giant. Like
Really
with the
does.
shower
It's
and
a large
everything, the
space.
shower is not an afterthought.
The kitchen, the drawers are the soft close, which is nice.
Tons of storage.
Yeah, lots of storage actually. Farmhouse sink in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed.
In bed, you can see
All the
constellations and the stars. It's so cool to see that stuff out here.
We are getting kicked out because the queen needs to go home and get some boobies. Thank you, Zook, for sponsoring this video, and thanks for expediting getting my parents out here. Pretty awesome little spot.